Welcome to the GOAT Show, the show where we celebrate and debate all things great. My name is ZiLLY, aka Ravine. I'm joined by my co-hosts, Fresh and Deezy, on this Tuesday night live stream. Gentlemen, we were just on our Signal chat saying all kinds of stuff about all kinds of people. How would you feel? Actually, we don't have a Signal chat. We just we let the CIA spy on everything we do, Mossad, whatever. We don't care.
Free bird,
the NSA, bro. The NSA's
NSA.
got all of our text messages. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Fine, dude. So when the great cleansing comes, they'll know who to come after, I guess. But yeah, how it. So what we're referring to, our first topic of discussion, is none other than SignalGate. So I have not seen a lot about SignalGate in my X feed. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's that influencers, MAGA, conservative, whatever influencers don't care and aren't talking about it, or purposefully not talking about it, or if I don't know, Twitter's doing something. But for anybody who doesn't know, I think last week at some point, we blew up some terrorists. All right, we got him. Shot a missile down, blew him and his girlfriend and the entire building up, apparently, to get this guy. He was that dangerous. This Houthi feller. And essentially what happened is that all of our top G's in the U.S. government, J.D. Vance, Tulsi Gabbard, Mike Walz, Daniel Radcliffe, our CIA director, all the top G's, Marco Rubio. Apparently, they don't have a private government-created chat that is inaccessible to the wider world. Apparently, they just use Signal, which Tucker Carlson already told us is like he got tracked with Signal. So I don't know what the hell. Like, why is our government using Signal of all things? But apparently they're in this chat, and one other person in that chat, notorious neocon Mike Walz, who I believe, I forget what his actual title is, but he's intelligence. No, he is NSA, I think, right? Or I don't know. We might need to look that up real quick. But anyway, this guy somehow, some way, adds a journalist, a Goldberg, that was his name. Adds a journalist from The Atlantic, which is notoriously anti-Trump. And The Atlantic is
former Army Special Forces. Serves as United States security as of April 1st, 2025. He now serves as the National Security Advisor.
Okay, yeah. So NSA, National Security Advisor. All right. And when he was in Congress, he was a big neocon. He's ready to go to war with Iran. He's gunning for it. He wants it bad. So this guy apparently added a journalist from The Atlantic. The Atlantic is co-owned, I think, by Steve Jobs' widow, who's been photographed with none other than Ghislaine Maxwell. So start connecting dots there. And he added this journalist from there, and nobody said anything. Like, there was not one person who was like, yo, Mike, who the fuck this in the chat? What are they doing here? Why are they in this chat? Not one. Tulsi didn't say nothing. Rubio didn't say nothing. Pete Hegseth didn't say anything. This dude just sneaked into the chat, and nobody thought to be like, hey, who is this person? Why are they in our Signal chat? That was the first thing. So that's kind of weird. And then the other thing that was weird about it was that, well, before we get into the rest, basically they carried out this operation to get this terrorist, this Houthi dude. Okay. And I have problems with this whole thing in general, but they carried out this operation, and apparently this journalist is like, yo, I'm just going to screen cap this entire conversation of a military operation as it's happening, and then put out pieces of it. And then when they start denying that there's anything top secret in this chat, I'm just going to dump it all. And that's what happened. That's SignalGate. Okay. And then instead of somebody on the team taking the L, which should have been Mike Waltz, in my opinion, saying, yo, it was I put him in the chat. It's my fault. Shouldn't have happened. I shall resign immediately for the sake of the country. Instead, no, they're denying there's anything top secret that was revealed, even though this thing was being done in real time. Okay. They're denying anything top secret was revealed. And on top of that, they're not firing this guy. And even Trump is saying is doubling down. All right. Now, I value loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate loyalty. But at some point, I mean, this is a huge fuck up. Like, I mean, the press access to me is fucking weird, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you heard about this?
Yeah. I mean, I can find the press conference for the post Signal release too, what she talked about. But yeah, I mean, they still did the operation. From what I understand, nothing was affected by the leak, and they were still able to conduct their operation and get their target. You know, but
sure. I mean,
that's what I know, right? I don't know.
Fresh, do you have any opinions on this matter?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care if they were able to get their target or not. I think that this guy slipped up way too big. Like, but we're not talking about even running a business here, bro. Like, it's not a business fuck up or whatever. This is a fuck up that is in regards to national security.
Right. Bro, they shouldn't be using Signal to begin with. Like,
right.
Who said that was a good idea?
The fact that they're not using their own like interior channels of communication instead of like a third party application is mind blowing. Like,
right,
should be an in-party, in-house, end-to-end encrypted messaging system that they use to talk to each other about potentially important information. But no, they're probably on Telegram chats too, and probably in fucking Facebook Messenger and shit. Like, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
They in the Twitter
just
DMs.
Use the Apple chat, bro. Just use the Apple chat. It is at least encrypted. Like,
right.
Out of all the things, like, Apple is the one that you want to use.
I mean, you got Elon.
You know how
I mean,
you know how
Tesla
when you send
using?
money you know how when you send money on Venmo, how it's like public and people can see like what people are sending money for. They're just like communicating through like penny Venmos and shit. Like,
yeah, the Treasury Department's just sending Venmos to fucking USA, sending Venmos around the world.
Just 1 penny, sending Venmos with like a message on it.
Yeah, be public too. They're not even making it private transaction.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, I mean that is one thing though. Elon and those guys, the Doge guys, found apparently some transfers that they tried to delete and they don't know how to use shit.
Using MySpace chat, fucking AOL, fucking instant messenger and shit.
Oh shit! Somebody's got to Photoshop. Let's get in ChatGPT. Ask it to make an AOL messenger chat for fucking I don't know. So many things. So many things. So, yeah, that's the first thing. It's like, what the fuck, man? All that trillions of dollars every year. How much does the Pentagon get? $1 trillion for the Pentagon every fucking year for the last 20 years. And you're telling me you're using Signal? You ain't got Pentagon chat? You ain't got WH chat? Like, what the fuck, man? Golly, this makes me angry. I'm like, what are we sending these people money for? If you can't even, you're using a third-party app to do your fucking,
The Pentagon has never once passed a government audit in the history of ever. Just throwing that out there.
That shit's all got to be going to fucking alien space tech for World War III or something. I mean, please tell me, like,
I hope so.
Where's this money going?
Fucking Gauss powered weapons and like some kind of, I don't know, dude.
Railguns.
You want to live in a steampunk fantasy world, my bro?
I don't know, dude. Free energy, hopefully, so they can just unveil it on us. Like, all right, I know we've been.
What do we know?
I know we've been black budgeted all of this trillions and trillions of dollars, but now here is the good that we've done for you.
Let me ask you something. What's going to be the price when they give you that free energy?
Probably a camera in your house so they can watch you.
Bro, I have a camera in my house right now. You guys want to watch me? Give me fucking 0 point energy, bro.
Yeah, no, sir.
I can live that Kardashian
for free point energy. I'll just being real here. Like,
right?
I'll
Like,
take that free point.
Technically, the Wi-Fi routers are watching us, so that was proven that the Wi-Fi routers can take a picture of the inside of your house using signals.
All this shit, and you're still using fucking Signal. The government's using. So here's my thought. I got a couple of thoughts on this. If they're using Signal, maybe they want to allow themselves to be spied on. Like maybe somebody's holding everybody's feet to the fire. I don't know who that might be, but and it is a little odd that they added this Atlantic journalist. I mean, that's what I find that really odd. You had this journalist to the chat, and nobody, like, even in our chats, if you added somebody Deezy and somebody's in the chat, I'm hitting you up on the side going, yo,
who the fuck is that?
Like, who is this dude or who is this chick? Like, why are they in our chat? It's our private chat between the teams.
If you add somebody that's not us, I'm not talking, bro.
Yeah.
Who's
I'm
this
asking
guy?
questions. Yeah. So either on the side, they were having conversations, but then the question is, okay, let's say they all knew, and so either they weren't paying attention, they're so wrapped up in and hey, I can understand that. Like, you wrapped up in some shit. You're the DNI. All right, you're trying to figure out who Q is or some shit. You wrapped up in that. You're not really looking at the chat, the Signal chat. So maybe that's
absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. If you were to avoid the chat for a full day and not respond, or you weren't on top of it, I would lose my shit. Bro, I swear to God, I would. What the fuck is it, bro? We're running a business. If I need to get a hold of you, we're running a fucking business. If you're not on top of that chat, we're in fucking trouble.
I want to know who started the chat.
That's good.
Who said, all right, we need to create this group chat on Signal for all of us to talk about fucking military operations in text format. That's so fucking retarded, dude. That's so stupid, bro. Like,
super weird. Fucking weird. Or intentional.
All that has to be covert, in-person fucking speech type shit, Yeah.
I don't know. We need to be on that Black Ops chat, with extra layers of fucking, the AGI already in it, splitting up the messages and shit. You can only get it with the key. I mean, here's the thing. You don't even need to use Signal. They already have this technology in the App Store.
It's called PG, bro. You can use this thing called PGP, bro. I've had we've had PGP technology for a really long time, bro. Yes. I've had a BlackBerry with PGP since way before I should have even. You're telling me the government isn't using PGPs?
I know.
That's crazy, bro. Listen. I don't want to say it. I'm not even gonna say it. Just get bro, use a fucking PGP.
Yeah.
Like, it's there, it's provided for you. You don't have to do nothing. Or you can just replicate it because it's there.
This shit is absurd. I don't even know what this. I mean, it's embarrassing.
Bro, we're using these Signal messages. This is how ancient Chinese people used to send messages, bro. They'd be better off doing this shit, bro. And we're talking like I'm talking like ancient Chinese.
Well, again, we're talking about military secret.
Yeah, exactly. Like
this is like the minimum you should be doing. Like, if you're not at least doing this, like,
yeah, I mean, it's mind-boggling. I don't even understand. I mean, this is intelligence people, head of the CIA, DNI, NSA. Like, they're not sitting there going, oh shit, we should probably use a PGP application. We can get it off Apple. There's like 1 million that are there. It's just insane. And then nobody says shit.
Like, you never like, it's NSA and shit, bro. Like, yes. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me through all the shit that you've tracked, you've never heard anybody talk about a PGP? And you've never been like, yo, what's a PGP, bro?
Right.
Get
some up.
Out of here.
Yeah,
you're hearing about it right now. We're not the first people to talk about PGPs.
listen, something's weird. Is it as weird as the drone thing when they were just like, yeah, it's just fucking whatever. This is as weird as Epstein shit. Like, I don't know what's going on. Somebody captured somebody, and this is crazy. And then, so there's that. Then there's the actual operation itself, which is like, I mean, look, war is hell, but like, these motherfuckers, like, they're like, okay, we're gonna blow up this fucking building with this. First of all, why the fuck are we even fucking with this Houthi shit? That's a bigger question.
Well, apparently they were shooting at the U.S. ships, right?
Yeah, they're stopping. Yeah. They're stopping free travel, and they've been shooting at not just United States ships, but all kinds of ships. And then they have the pirates that will go out and they'll literally take over like cargo ships and shit and try to steal stuff. So that's what's going on. But then Trump says that Iran is the person sponsoring. They're the company sponsoring. You know. And so
that's where
this is where we get into this. This is where we get into this bullshit where he says, you know, if they continue to fire at us, we're gonna fucking rain down fire on Iran, which is what fucking Trump said. It feels
like a fucking.
It's a setup. We know it's a setup.
Yeah,
we know it's a setup because listen, again, I'm not against like if the Houthis are shooting at you, okay, of course you're gonna take them out, bro. Of course, like this is just common sense. This is not like a hot take. It's not whatever.
Sure.
But like, bro, how you gonna prove that fucking Iran sponsored it? You got the transaction IDs? Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly. Where's the? I mean, if you're gonna, so I mean, I got to level the same criticism at Trump that I would have leveled at Biden, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm a fucking libertarian and a constitutionalist. You want to go to war? You fucking get approval from Congress and you go to war. You announce you're going to war. This terrorism shit, this fucking war on terror bullshit needs to go. Like, fuck that shit. It was shitty from day one. Should never have been even a thing. The war on terror is bullshit. And what do we have to show for it for fucking 20 however many years, other than losing billions of dollars and like the region being even worse than it was? Like, it's a fucking nightmare. It's way worse there than it ever was. So I mean, that's a bigger conversation. But my thing is like, it just kind of reading the text, it's like kind of like, man, like you learn a lot. Like our government's more like Veep. I used to think that like, oh, these are like really, I mean, because the whole thing with Trump's, like if it was Biden's people, I would have been like, okay, these guys are just idiots. But Trump's people, these are pretty smart motherfuckers.
Oh, this is calculated. You may not, this is
right.
Calculated.
You may not like Rubio, but Rubio's a pretty smart dude, man. I mean, he's been in a long time. He's a savvy dude. You know, he's
listen, I don't like, okay. This is the thing. I don't want to give people credit for intelligence. What I will say is they are thorough and they are doing like, because I don't want to say smart. You know what I'm trying to say? Because they're not necessarily smart. They're thorough and calculated. You know what I'm trying to say? Like whether or not they're actually like smart is debatable. But again, these things are calculated. Nobody's doing things like nobody's just throwing shit to the wind, throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, you know?
Right. My thing is always there is like, I guess, like imminent threats and stuff like that. You're in the middle of a war, you got to keep secrets. But otherwise, it's kind of like, what are we doing there? Why are we there? What's the evidence? Like there needs to be hearings or whatever. Even before we went to war in Iraq, there were actual hearings to discuss like, why are we doing this? What's the evidence? And that's where Donald Rumsfeld pulled out his dumb fucking diagrams of like elaborate bunkers that never existed and all that shit. But at least we can look back in history and go, okay, this is how they justified it. It wasn't this dumb. We'll never do that again. Apparently now we just don't do anything. We just go, okay, we're going to just bomb people for whatever, not really provide a clear explanation of why we're doing it. And just make claims and nobody really even explains anything, you know. So
are there even any proven like dead Houthis? Because that's another thing, bro. You just claiming that Houthis shot at you, you killed them, and when you killed them, you found out it was Iran somehow. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. After the military conducts a military operation, they should always release the footage. I think that's something that that the citizens should get.
Yeah, I agree.
If it's already a completed operation, like release that shit immediately. Here was our target. here's the operation, and we got it. It's done.
Yeah.
So that way, it's not just like,
yeah. So
because he said that we've been dropping bombs on them for like the last couple of weeks, apparently. So where has this been in any? There hasn't been any of this in the timeline. I haven't seen any videos of American-made bombs dropped.
Well,
I haven't seen any of that.
Like, even if America's not talking about it, like, people are scrutinizing the fuck out of Trump.
Yeah.
You don't think that somebody would have been like, bro, this guy's bombing people?
Yeah.
There would be some kind of like people recording it from their phone and posting it on social media. Like, we just got, there's these bombs, here's these video footage of exploding buildings and shit,
Right.
I haven't seen any of it. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, but I haven't seen it. Usually when something like that comes on to the internet, it's all over the place so that people are sharing it and shit. So,
well, I know that they're supposed to be bombing them on ships. Like, it's supposed to be nautical warfare. Got
it. So that's what's going on.
Yeah,
still,
but
there should be. They're saying that they dropped. Okay, so first thing is that they're saying they dropped a bomb in an apartment building and blew the whole fucking apartment building up, including the guy and some girl that he's banging, right? Or I don't know. I don't know what the Muslim thing is. Probably just cherishing in some way or another, having tea, shall we say? So there's so many disturbing aspects of this thing. First thing, what you said, Deezy, right? Where's the bomb footage showing this thing? We have it from Iraq. Just show the bomb. Like, you can see it. We got the UFO thing. There's got to be a video of the bomb literally dropping and blowing up a building. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is, I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready for the drones. Okay, I'm ready for the drones, and I'll tell you why. It's like, send some drones in. They show up in the apartment. They fucking have them shoot out fucking twine to like wrap this dude up, and then like the drone should get in front of him and say in like in fucking Farsi or whatever, like, yo, this is what you did, bitch. Here's the video of you killing our guys. You're dead. Boom, kill him and then leave. Like, I'm for that now. I'm ready for Iron Man ass drones to go in and just get the bad guy, kill them, and leave, so that we don't have things where an entire apartment building in the Middle East is being blown up. Who knows what's in there? Women, children. I mean, this shit, straight up war crime shit right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's also part of it's also part of the plan because if there's no damage and destruction, then you can't use that as an example to other people who might go fuck around, right?
Dude.
If you just send a little drone in or whatever, then it's like quiet, somebody died, yeah, but versus like being like, do you see what we did here? If you fuck around, we're gonna do this times 1 trillion to you. So don't fuck around. Like, that is what I'm imagining the mindset is behind that, right? Like,
and I think, just me personally, I think the mindset's bullshit. Okay, I think it's bullshit. Here's why: because every motherfucking person, like, you kill a kid in that building, you kill someone's mom in that building, you kill some. I mean, it's the same thing that's happening in Gaza. You kill people's family, and they didn't do anything, and they were innocent. Those you're just recruiting a million more terror.
Yeah, you radicalize people, bro, like crazy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it would be effective.
If you kill my mom or something, bro, or like my girl, my dog, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like, bro, I'm coming for you. I am coming for you.
It doesn't matter how morally right you think you are. You kill a family member of mine and they didn't do anything to you, I'm fucking radicalized. I'm ready to fucking go. Like, I'm joining the military. I'm joining the ranks to get revenge or whatever, right? As opposed to, you got some Iron Man shit going on. You literally, and let it be Judge Dredd. All right, I'll take all the IP. Let it be Judge Dredd. It comes down. It reads out. This is what you did. It shows you the video of what you did. We got you to rights. Now we're gonna laser your balls off and your dick. Like, you do that shit, ain't no motherfucking terrorist. And then you leave, and you can even leave the guy alive. Like, ain't no motherfucking terrorist, or make him a vegetable, or do something weird. That's gonna make me go, you know what? I'm gonna just mind my own business with my fam. I don't want to get my dick lasered off by this fucking thing from the sky. I'm good.
Brain rewired. I think the brain rewiring thing is so scary, bro.
Bro, put the Neuralink in this motherfucker's head.
Like, now you're a drone, bro. Not just put the Neuralink in their head. You put the Neuralink in their head and you put them in the army. This is the beginning of a sick sci-fi movie. those Neuralink people are definitely gonna revolt.
Bro, but the thing about that is like if we had the technology to get a bunch of drones through to the place and get in front of this person, then it would make more sense to capture them and bring them back.
Oh, sure.
With the drones versus killing them or any of that, because if they're that high level, then they might have some kind of influence.
If you can, I mean, you see what happened the last time that they caught one of these the Houthi. I can't remember if it was Houthi or the other Iranian thing, but like it was an Israeli guy, bro, undercover. He was like this wanted guy for so long. Turns out he was just like Mossad.
Oh shit. I mean, look, stealth. I'm for the stealth Neuralink. All right, he's sleeping. A little drone sneaks in. A little one of those little bug drones. We know we got him. Sneaks in. Puts the I don't know. Puts him to sleep while he's asleep. Install the Neuralink. Get the fuck out of there. Now we see everything and hear everything that he knows. He didn't even know he has a Neuralink in his brain. And then we silently send MAGA info into his brain stem. So he starts becoming more and more MAGA. You know what I'm saying?
Make him
turn him out.
America. He randomly just becomes a Southern American.
Starts suddenly having loyalties and sympathy for the American cause. He didn't even know why.
They'd kill him. It wouldn't last very long.
But we would also give him karate
he might be
skills,
American. What? But now he's American. Wouldn't it be
we
good
teach him
with
how to
his
escape.
gun? He'd kill them. He'd kill them first. He'd shoot first, and then say it was the Houthis.
Yeah, man, we'd give him all the Matrix skills to be able to fucking like born identity shit.
No, fuck that bullshit, bro. That's coming from taxpayers.
Yeah,
you shut up, Canadian. You're not paying for none of this.
Money is a fucking. It's a fake concept, bro. It's a social construct.
Oh my gosh.
They don't need the money, bro. They're not using the money for that shit, man. They're just charging the people for that shit. Like, yeah, it costs us $30 trillion. Bro, you guys made that at home, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, like, make me DNI, you NSA, and UCIA. We fucking have this shit wrapped up tight. And give us Elon to make the tech. Andrew Rail, whatever. The fucking drone makers. Come on now. These boomers got to go.
If they give me the keys to the city, man, I have this shit wrapped up in a tight little bow in a week.
Get us in the Signal chat, all right? Whoever's out there with the Signal chat, get us in. We'll give you the ideas to do, so you don't just go launching giant missiles and blowing up entire apartment buildings and not even realizing that you got the guy. I want to see the guy suffer too. You be out here shooting our people. I want to see on all the cameras on those drones tying him up Spider-Man style. And I want to see his dick get lasered off. I want to see his face when his dick gets lasered off. You know what I'm saying? And
the
be like,
dual
yeah,
cam. One's the laser cam and one's the face cam.
Yeah. Put that shit on X. X will let you put that shit on.
I'll be honest with you, bro. To me, the biggest punishment you could ever get is loss of life. I think I don't need you to suffer because you can't suffer more than dying. You're gone. You're cooked. Bro, I just don't care. Like, I feel like it to make you to attempt to make you suffer more would make me like a sadist. You know what I mean? So rather than being like sadistic, I'd rather just you die. Because again, ultimately, I think that's the greatest punishment.
Oh, is there video?
Yeah, Fresh sent this just a second ago.
This is.
I don't know that there's no sound to it, but this is
This is the video of them blowing up.
This is the video.
The building. Okay. I mean, the reason I say what's disturbing about the chat is that they're having this conversation about blowing up this building, and there's not one single person in that chat who's like, yo, is there anybody in that building that, like, are there any civilians in that building? Like, there's not one person on the Signal chat that's like, yo, who's in the building? Is it just the two of them? Is there a bunch of other people? Do we know? Like, nobody asked that question. So it's like,
bro, you don't know that nobody gives a fuck about collateral damage in 2025, brother? They just don't care, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
Or
sad. I'm not
ever.
saying I don't care, but yeah, but like now they're very in your face with it, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, they were using people as human shields or whatever the fuck they say. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they just use any excuse, bro. It doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah, it used to be
what,
guilty by
whatever. There was
association.
yeah,
Now it's
like,
death
oh,
by
there's,
association.
there's people in the there were civilian casualties. Like, we killed like 1,000 civilians, but we got a terrorist. Like, so, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. How many civilians died in the invasion of Iraq, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many weapons of mass destruction were found there?
On the record, none.
How much oil
None.
and gold was found there, though?
Yeah. Yep.
Anyways,
Yep.
bro.
Anyway,
what's this?
let's I was just gonna say, just to put a cherry on the top, just like this Mike Waltz guy needs to be fired immediately. I don't know why the fuck that guy's still there. I have a guess as to why that guy's still there. But he needs to be fired immediately, and Trump needs to fucking like stop defending this dude and get him the fuck out of there. This guy's bad news. Bad news. So
does why he's still there have to do with a small hat and a wailing wall?
Maybe.
Damn.
I don't want to make any assumptions.
Damn.
You know who else is fucking gonna get cooked out here? Who's being cooked as we speak? Men. Men are cooked. I'm gonna tell you why. We're talking about our homie Elon. Big homie. Big E. All right. Out here walking the talk, saying the world is, we're gonna go through population collapse. Men, we got to get the fucking like now. Start popping out these kids. And he's been walking the talk. He's been banging these broads. He's been popping out 3 apiece.
He has not been banging these broads, but he has.
Well, he has inseminated them.
He has artificially inseminated people.
Okay. So let's get into this. All right, let's get into this. So let's go scenario 1 where he actually putting the D in the V. All right, having a good time.
No, he's also doing that with many women. That's not up for debate. The thing is, the women that he's having babies with, he's not having babies with them while engaging in coitus.
They're just putting in the plunger, or not the plunger, the
the baster.
The baster. They get basted.
Yes, sir. Medically
basting these bitches.
I was thinking about it. What if he's over here fucking making CRISPR babies, bro? Like, what if he's like?
What do you mean? What if?
Genetically modifying them before,
Oh shit!
I don't think this is a what if situation, brother. Just being honest with you.
Okay, well,
if me and you could, like, if any of us had babies, we could go, like, get the baby's eyes changed, all this shit, bro. You're telling me if we could do that, arguably the richest or most powerful man in the world couldn't do that?
Right.
Isn't doing that? Bro, come on. Like, this guy is all about eugenics. Like, think about it. You know what I mean?
Damn. we went straight eugenics on it. I mean, look. I mean, if I was Elon, dude, if I get it. If I was Elon, I'm a brilliant man. I'm a wealthy man. I got all the qualities needed to, to make Mars happen, right? But it's only me. At some point, I'm gonna have to go, or I need more brain power. All right, let me make 14 of me's. You know what I'm saying? And then let's get 14 Elons out here, and let's go colonize Mars. So I get it, but I think what Elon needs to realize is that he is setting an example for other men. Okay, we look up to him. All right, we look up to Big E, and we're like, I want to be like him. And then he goes and does quite the blunder, in my opinion. Okay, for all his intelligence and genius, makes a blunder. He decides to baster this young gal. What's her name? I forgot her name. That's how unimportant she is.
Ashley St. Clair.
Ashley St. Clair. Okay, Ashley St. Clair an influencer, a MAGA influencer or semi-MAGA influencer, whatever. All right. This and she's not like, she ain't no Amber Heard in terms of, I'm talking in the looks department. Let's just be real. Ladies, don't get mad. Amber Heard looked like a freaking glamour. I mean, I'm just saying, she's not bad. She's cute. There's cute and there's hot. I think she's more cute.
Is mid as fuck. But anyways,
I mean, look. If I could baste her, I would baste her. Let's just put it that way. But
bro,
I ain't Elon though. You know what I'm saying? If I'm Elon, I'm bastering. Like, I'm going on Instagram. I'm looking for, I don't know. I'm looking for. I mean, you can go on Instagram and find plenty of chicks. I'm just saying that may have better genetics.
You think he's not banging plenty of chicks? But like, how do you know what his vetting situation is like, bro? What if this like Ashley St. Clair is of like the St. Clairs? What if that's a big name? What if that's a serious thing? Because like, there's plenty of streets in all of Canada that are named St. Clair. We have a whole fucking villa.
If I understand what you're saying, you're saying that there may be some bloodlines of the Illuminati shit going on, and he's been testing the blood to see what bloodlines are what. 14 bloodlines. Is it 14 bloodlines? 13. Oh, okay. Well, she's the 14th then. So I don't know. The other 13 have been taken already. He's got Astor. He's got, what's it called? P, whatever that line is. He's got.
Is any of them Rothschild?
Rothschild. He's got a little Rothschild. Okay. So what's 14? What's number 14?
Starting back at 1, baby.
I ain't heard about no St. Clair bloodline. That's not even a real name, I don't think.
But again, it's like there's these 13, but we know that there are many more powerful people in the world than just these 13. Those are just the top guys.
Well, here's the thing, though. Okay, so I would roll with you on that. But what we're talking about here, for anybody who doesn't know, Ashley has been kind of not happy with Elon for a little while now. She's been airing it out in public. What did she just say?
She's like, "Oh, I had to sell my Tesla because Elon."
She's selling.
Because Elon only gave me $2.5 million and $500,000 a year. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. So much to unpack here. First thing is men are cooked, because this is what we have to compete with, fellas. We got a mid chick like Ashley out here. First of all, even getting bastered by Elon in the first place, or not, I don't know. But and then that's the other thing. Okay, so long story short, TLDR, she goes on Twitter. She says, "I'm selling my freaking Tesla, especially made Cybertruck, because I need the money to raise this kid." Even though apparently, okay, so she says that. Then Elon gets on. He says, "Look, I don't even know if the kid is mine. I don't even know if this little guy is mine, and I'm still giving you $2 million." And I'm still giving you $500K a year, straight out of his mouth in public. And he says he doesn't even know if the kid is his. All right. He doesn't even know if it's his bloodline, and he's still doing it just to be a homie.
Oh, so if he doesn't even know, then it wasn't bastering then. He was hitting it. If you don't know, like, bro.
Right. That's true. That is true.
If he was bastering, he would know that's his kid.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, so he was just straight plowing, OG style, OE. Okay, so he comes out and says that shit, and then she proceeds to write another paragraph calling him a man-child, calling him all kinds of names, saying he's a deadbeat, all this shit. I'm like, listen, like, I'm gonna talk to y'all ladies out there. Talk to y'all women's out there. There's never been a time in this world to be a woman. I'm gonna tell you that much. You can be a semi-MAGA influencer, mid chick who cracks a joke now and again, and you can get a guy like Elon, fucking 7-company CEO, bad motherfucker, and doing the Doge. He doesn't even know if the kid is his. And he's still coughing up $2 million and $500K a year, and you're complaining. And you're
this is why I don't think
truck. Fucking
bro,
we
I
are
think that
dude, men are cool.
I think this was a selection. I don't know how like or a complete accident. Either she was brought around him and put in his circle on purpose, or somehow at some party or something, you know, they banged and then she got pregnant and she was like, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and then that's how they got to where they're at now. How he doesn't know for sure that it's his, and I'm like just trying to think like, what the fuck? How does this even happen? Right? Like, how does she meet him in the first place? Where? I want to know where they met, and then like how it led to this relationship to where now they have a potential child together. It doesn't make any sense.
I think they're definitely that's definitely a strong possibility. But the question I have,
somebody out there knows.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a
do you knows?
But then my question is, okay, so the idea behind that would be, I'm just saying, the idea behind that would be that there's Elon is being blackmailed in some way to where he feels compelled, even though he doesn't know if it's his child or not, to pay this $2 million and it's $500K. So the question then becomes, you know, what? Because I'm thinking if I was in that situation, like I like, and I guess we'll get to him in a little bit, but I like the Ye method. All right, Iggy Azalea came out. He was like Ye talking all kinds of wild shit in front of me. You know, asking me about my boyfriend, how big his dick is, and all this shit, trying to embarrass his ass. And then Ye just responded like, "Yep, it's true," and that's it. And it went away. Like nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares. They're like Kanye crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like all Elon. If I was Elon, I was being blackmailed, and she's like, "Yeah," and he not only is he a deadbeat dad, but yeah, he likes his butt tickled or whatever. I just be like Elon. I'd be like an alien, just like, yes, this is true, and then I would just be done with it. Like, okay, I'm a freak. I'm fucking Elon. I'm doing 8 businesses. Okay, now and again, I like my butt tickled. You know what I'm saying? Like what does she have on this guy that he would
clip that chat? Clip that last sentence.
I'm just saying, what does she have on him that she? It just, I'm like, if I was Elon, either Elon's so busy, he's just like, all right, whatever the fuck, here you go, or I don't know, man. It's kind of cuckery right there. I mean, maybe that's the thing.
Yeah. Can you play the video that I sent in the private chat here, Deezy? Bro, yeah. This is what this Ashley St. chick reminds me of, man. It's this joke, and they played the joke on the Joe Budden podcast, and bro, the reaction, instant. Watch.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, "Wow, Eve, here we are, at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die, and all our dreams come true the instant that we have them." And Eve said, "Yeah, it's just not enough, is it?"
No, that's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
Oh, live. That's his point, bro.
His point.
Oh, God.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly.
Bill Hicks
in real time.
That's what she reminds me of, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not enough, is it? Like, she said, all he gave me was like, that sounds like Trump, like a small loan of $1 million.
Listen,
bro. To this day, my dad still owes my mom like $40,000 of child support. He never once sent her one check ever, and she's like, "Whatever, dude, it's over with. What am I gonna do now? You're 30 years old." You know, it's like
she's talking to Ashley St. Let's see what we can get out of this dude.
Don't get me started. With fucking,
I wish I had 2.5 mil and 500,000 a year for my childhood. That would have been great.
Elon, I will raise the child. Give me the child.
Yeah, dude.
I shall raise him. I would raise her. Listen, I'm quitting the show. Elon, give me the kid. I'll raise that kid. A year? Hell yeah. And I'll teach him real shit. I'll teach him real shit. 2.5 mil
signing bonus. You get a 2.5 mil signing bonus and a 500,000 salary.
Get ChatGPT. a requirement list of what needs to be accomplished for the year, I will take the child. I shall raise the child, get this money for the show. Or I won't quit the show, fellas, but I'll get the money for the show. Give me the child, and I shall raise it. I will teach it about philosophy. I will teach it about economics. I will teach the child about good work ethic and proper morality. This I can do for you, Elon. And let go, Miss Sinclair. That is my proposal.
Get her out of here.
Am I wrong?
Well, raise your progeny. Y'all motherfuckers.
I'll be the personal tutor.
Get her out of here.
What I will do though is like if you need somebody to find you women that want to get to have your babies and you want to pay them, listen, bro, I'll get them to do it for $500K and $250 a year, and everyone I get you, I take the other part. You know what I mean?
Please, bro.
This is that's the other thing.
It should be the other way around. Bitches should be paying Elon for his baby, dude.
Okay,
what the fuck?
100% that. But
I
like,
bet you there would be. I bet you there is someone out there that's rich that would pay $500,000.
I bet you not just someone. I bet you not just someone. Bro,
Yeah.
I bet you Mark Zuckerberg would pay for that shit, bro.
Like, hey, bro.
Yeah, bro, straight up, I bet you Jeff Bezos would pay that shit, bro, to raise his progeny. You think I'm joking? But it was funny in the moment, but for real, to raise a little Elon, you don't think he would pay? Most of these Richard Branson, whatever the fuck, he pay.
Bro, $500,000 to raise Elon's child. Do you know what kind of fucking news coverage you would get? You would get like millions and millions and millions of dollars of advertisement for free.
Shit, I'm doing a raise right now, bro. I'm going to raise the money, and we're going to raise the kid as the GOAT Show, as our fourth host.
Yes. Yes. Golly. I mean, Elon doesn't. I mean, he's stopped talking to Ye and started talking to Drake. All right. So, Drake seemed to have a system for this shit that he's figured out. And then Elon, you run what's one extra business? All right. Start 23andMe's dead. Start 23andE. All right. Have as many kids as you want. Get the genetics. Like, let's figure this out, Elon. I know you're a problem solver. This is some bullshit. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And then you're fucking it up for the rest of the men who now, like, every woman's going to be like, well, fucking Elon doesn't even know if the child is his and he's paying blah, blah, blah. So you deadbeat motherfucker. I'm disappointed.
Bro, could you imagine?
Yeah, that is a poor example. He said
up, somebody says to you, my dad was a deadbeat. This motherfucker gave my mom $2.5 million, $500K a year and left. That's a deadbeat, bro? How the fuck do you expect somebody to give you that without working all day, every day? The average man will never make $500K a year to just give to somebody, bro. Like, are you? The average man will never make $500K a year ever in his life.
The fact that this hoe fucking thinks that, the fact that she's willing to talk that greasy to this dude. I mean, how entitled do you have to be? I mean, for real. And for other women to say, yeah, go girl. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, how
for that
entitled
price,
do women
I'm willing
have to be?
Look away as he reaches back and pimp slaps you.
Oh my god!
He gave you that money. Are you fucking retarded, bro?
The first year you made $3 million. That is equivalent to 30 years. 30 years getting paid $100,000 a year with zero tax deduction, zero medical deduction. You get that's 30 years of $100,000 a year, bro.
And you got it in bulk in 1 year, one shot. Bow.
I mean, it's insane. This is
how many women had to give up their career to do what you did, bro? And make no money, live off welfare because they had a kid with a deadbeat dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? This guy is.
This is why I'm so fucking interested in like how this even happened. Like, there needs to be some more context before you just start accusing people of stuff. Like, did you intentfully sneak your way into his social circle and have sex with him to get pregnant by him?
There were those texts and shit.
Yeah, there are texts and things where she's talking about people in a circle and she's calculatingly trying to get in his orbit. But I mean, look, women do that if they're interested in a guy. Like, I don't fault her for that. But either they killed somebody together.
Bro, the text message didn't say get in his orbit, maybe fuck him.
Yeah.
Said, I'm gonna get Elon to put a baby in me, and now she's a baby by Elon. Okay, that's pretty fucking calculated. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Shit is weird.
And then immediately go to victim card when like Elon hasn't changed necessarily at all in these last couple years. He's doing the same thing that he's been doing with all these different women and all the kids and all the businesses. Like, you kind of knew what you were getting yourself into when you made this move, like on him. You would you expect for him to settle down with you? You know what I mean? Like, what?
But Elon's saying that he doesn't even know if it's his kid. So like,
I know that's why Fresh was like, they definitely were banging.
Right.
Because if it was like an IVF type thing, then it would know right away.
It's just bizarre. Like, it's like some Robert De Niro in Casino shit. Like, you fucking run the show and then all of a sudden you're just rolling the dice, trying to get some excitement or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, if I'm a fucking mega gajillionaire, there's going to be some protocols. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to Drake. I'm calling up Drake being like, how you handle this shit? You got people that figure this shit out. Okay. And then if I'm Elon, I'm building an entire genetics department. You know what I'm saying? I'm building an entire new business about genetics. That's actually like, not going to take people's, information when they go bankrupt and sell it to the highest bidder. I'm going to make a genetics department and I'm going to find the best genetically, perfected woman on the earth. And then we're going to talk basting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to pick the funny.
XAI is, bro. An AI geneticist for his babies, man. But like, the thing is, bro, is again, like, you're talking about a guy who's also like, he's wealthy. So he likely like takes all the supplements and does all the things. So he's probably high T. He's probably like, you know what I mean? So when he's sleeping with women, like, it could be an accident, bro. Shit happens.
I don't know.
Shit happens, bro. Like, listen, even the greatest man in the world's got to be able to make accidents. And I'm not saying he's that. I'm just saying everybody's gonna have an accident at some point, man.
I guess. All right, listen, we gotta wrap this up, just like Elon needed to wrap up his junk on this one. But I'm just saying, men, you better work harder. You better fucking put it in the work. Because if Elon's simping out here like this, man, I think you're just taking the social media angle, bro. Get out there in real life, you'll be all right. Pretty sure there's more women than men. No, we're staying inside. And we're getting on ChatGPT.
No,
Ghibling all day long. That's what we're doing. It's over. It's over. Outside adventures are over. All we're doing now is taking old content and re-skinning it with the Ghiblis, South Park, what else? Muppets, all that. That's what's going on. So apparently he did. I think there is a quote. I'm not sure. Is he still alive? Miyazaki? I don't know. But if I was Miyazaki.
He did say he hated AI animation. So I just want to say this, okay? Like, I was having this conversation earlier. I do not I don't think that it's a problem. And my reasoning for it is, let's say as a digital artist, before you could do this, right? I could draw like you. You can't stop me from drawing like you. You can't copyright an art style.
Sure.
What, I can't make my backgrounds light and what can't I do? You know what I mean? So
right.
if I'm able to copy it, and now this is just another tool in my repertoire, as long as I don't use your character IP, I don't really see a problem with it. And in fact, again, I think that this is like, it makes things fun and accessible for people, and it's just like a novelty right now, and eventually it'll wear off and it'll be used as it's intended.
Yeah. I agree with you, Fresh. I think you can either fight the tide or you can roll with the tide. You know what I'm saying? And this stuff's happening. I don't think it nullifies people drawing by hand if they want to do that, but I just think it's another tool. And here's the thing: it's like I was talking with a couple of friends of mine who are in film or whatever, and some are lamenting that AI is going to be the death of Hollywood and the movie star and all this stuff. Because, you know, if you look at the runway stuff that just came out, I don't know if you guys have seen that. I mean, it's getting there. And I kind of earlier last year predicted in 2-3 years, you wouldn't even need you don't need a studio anymore. You can make a Hollywood movie as we know it just on your laptop. And it's getting there now. It's getting closer and closer and closer. And it's just a matter of time when you can just generate a whole thing, maybe 5 years when you just generate a whole movie on your own. But I also think that there's the laziness principle that they always discount whenever new technologies arise, that with every new advancement technology, things get easier. And with every new advancement technology, we get lazier. So I predict.
Listen, you think that people even have time to create a storyboard, bro? And they have the time.
Yeah.
But do you think they have the time?
No.
Like, people are like, oh, this is really cool. I can create my own thing. And then they go to do it and it's like, oh, bro, but this is only in 10-second clips and you got to try a bunch of times to get it right. And they're like, oh, bro, I'm going to make this one thing of me waving and I'm out of here, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, people are fucking lazy, man. I'm lazy. I mean, shit. You know, I mean, I did the Ghibli thing and it was fun. You know, we did it for our show and villain episode, whatever, all that stuff, you know, but it took a second to figure out. But if I really were to look at the amount of time it took to figure out, it's probably like 10 minutes. But I was already like, man, I got to figure out this prompt, how to do it right. Like, this sucks. In my head, I'm like, this sucks. I want a button that just says Ghibli. I fucking tap it and boom, the image is Ghibli-ized or whatever, you know?
That's a website, bro. You just make a website and then boom.
Yeah. I think the probably exists already.
Yeah, probably. You have an AI agent that purely just does that. Specifically just does Studio Ghibli fucking renditions. And all you do is you just put a picture or video in and then press the button and then it does it.
Even I can make that right now in 5 minutes, man. I could make that in 5 minutes because all you need is a place to upload the picture, and then that shit uploads to a new ChatGPT prompt, and it says recreate this in a Studio Ghibli style, and it sends it, and then it creates the image, and it uploads it.
That has to exist. Somebody has to. If not, then that may be a moneymaker right there. We'll see.
That's where you're gonna get in trouble because you listen. Somewhere along the lines, you have to use the words Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
So selling it becomes a problem.
Yeah. I really am curious about whether they're going to start implementing new laws, at least in the US, that are like copyright laws for styles. But I look at it like fashion, man. Like, you can't stop somebody else from making this exact shirt. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's good. It means that
it's like music, constantly... bro. You can't copyright a chord progression. You know what I mean? Like, you can't copyright a chord.
Right. You
music.
You can. How does publishing determine authorship in, like, when someone writes a song or whatever? It's not just lyrics, right? It's also like a sequence of chords or something.
Tempo, the chord sequence. It's a lot of different things, and then there's like a comparative analysis based on all the other songs. And if somebody feels like there's a copyright infringement, they have to bring the case. So it's not like, you know, somebody would have to be like, this sounds so similar to my song, I'm going to sue and get credit for this being my song, you know.
Well,
it has to be very similar, like very, very similar.
Yeah, Pharrell and Robin Thicke, didn't they get in trouble with the Marvin Gaye estate? Although I hear that they just sort of
blurred lines.
Yeah,
was it the blurred line song? Yeah, and then so also did fucking what's her name? I don't know why it's blanking right now. She sings that song Houdini. Fucking
Lady Gaga?
No, it's not Lady Gaga.
No, that's Alejandro. If anybody knows out there, anybody watching, let us know who wrote the song Houdini. But no, I agree with you, Freshman.
Dua Lipa, thank you. Dua Lipa had a couple of songs that were she got sued, but I think she won the case because they were close, but not close enough.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. Unless it's like the exact lyric in your exact voice and all that shit. I don't know. But then I guess the anarchist in me is like, fuck it. Like, it's because I think what's going to happen. These are my predictions. terms of what people are going to value in the future. I think people, because everything's going to be artificial and everything's going to be easily produced. I feel like the two things people are going to value, or three things, are going to be community, being a part of a community of people, which I think nullifies any sort of copyright stuff. I think that the community aspect is what's going to replace copyright, because, you know, if I make a song is a song. But if I'm, you know, someone building a community, I got my people that support me. They don't care if I got the copyright or not. They know who the real motherfucker is, which is the second thing, which I think is authenticity. I think people in a world where things are going to be artificial, I think authenticity will have a premium attached to it. And then the final thing I think is real life experiences, because those are hard to replicate at this point in time. I don't know about in the future, but right now those are hard to replicate. So I say, fuck it, man. All copyright's gone. I'm taking all the samples. All right. Beatles. All right. Pink Floyd. I'm taking all the samples and putting them in all the songs, and there's nothing you can do about it anymore. Because I could have imitated your voice. I could have imitated your recording style and your instruments. You know, I could imitate that and replicate that.
That's
I'm
not
just
the
doing
same.
it. I'm just taking a tool to make it easier. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not the same thing, bro.
Yeah, dude. People
You also
get
can't make that and sell it. Even
people
if you made
get
it by
paid.
hand, it's called a cover, and you can't get paid to play it, for it to be played on fucking YouTube or anything. It's a cover.
Yeah.
Not to fucking make
You
money.
can get paid. You can get paid to play covers.
Depending.
Depending.
Bro, there are literal people who do that literally are like imitators and cover band people that
Yeah,
all they
if they
do
get big
for
enough,
a
they get
living.
sued. And if they get big enough, they get sued. They get cease and desists. Like, bro, you're not allowed to just do whatever you want with people's IP, man. It's just like if you're just some guy that plays at your local bar and you make $25, then Metallica's not coming to sue you because you're a Metallica cover band.
Yeah, you're
Although
not
they
dropping.
might,
You're
'cause
not
we've
like
seen what
dropping
happened to
albums.
Matt. But
Just don't let Lars find out.
yeah, exactly. Don't let Lars find out. But however, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're at least making $50, they're coming.
Right. Well, I think, you know, somebody who may not be coming for you if you decide to, you know, AI his music and Ghibli-fy him or whatever is YE. So, and there actually is a Ghibli image of this thing. So for anybody who doesn't know, DJ Akademiks, YE went on Twitter and he said, "Get me Akademiks now. Get me Act now." And finally they got together. And the thing is, okay, gosh, there's so much to unpack with this interview. It's fast. This guy's YE's the most fascinating person in the world to me. The most fascinating. I just cannot. One moment you think he's something, the next moment he does something. I feel completely the opposite. Maybe it's both the same thing at the same time. He is a Gemini after all. I don't know. But so okay. So the thing that basically YE's, I guess he started talking all kinds of stuff on Twitter. You know, he's not a fan of the Jays. I think that's clear. He's not a fan of other rappers that he feels like has taken advantage of him. And he calling these kids retarded. He called Jay-Z's kids retarded. So after all this stuff kind of happened, I guess he felt like he was in danger. He decides to hide out in LA. He goes to the Chateau Marmont, which I was a little surprised by because I've never seen the actual inside of the Chateau Marmont and like the rooms and stuff. And I have to be honest with you, it wasn't that fancy. Like I thought if you're in the Chateau, it's going to be some kind of like, you know, I don't know. I thought like there'd be like Turkish lamps and fucking be more exotic, but it isn't. It's just kind of mid, right? Like the interior of his room is just kind of like basic shit. I guess it's just an LA institution, so whatever. But anyway, he's holed up at the Chateau Marmont. DJ Akademiks is in LA. He hops on over. They go in, they do this interview. Now, something YE has been teasing on X for a while now has been a Nazi diamond encrusted chain, and also I guess a velvet black Klan hoodie, as in real hood, like as in pointy hood. He's been hinting on that and saying that he wants to wear it. And finally, he came out with the fit in this interview. So the first thing is that it's just the first thing I found fascinating about Ye is when Axe shows up, he's art directing, he's set directing, like he's like looking around, he's trying to figure out like what's the shot, what needs to be moved. I thought that was fascinating because he's there. They didn't just sit on the couch and he's sitting there and they're doing the interview. He was like assessing like how should this thing be. He's moving. They're moving furniture, and finally like they settle on this thing where in this environment where it's like the dividing line of the wall, and it's like him on one side, Ack on the other side, straight on. You know, it's like art directed, and then it's kind of cool because like when you see all the things on X now, you're like, oh yeah, like it's set up to look compelling when you look at it on X. Like when you're scrolling through the TL and you see like, you know, Akademiks on one side and then Ye in the outfit on the other side, you're like, whoa, like what is this? So I mean, I don't know. I just that's the kind of stuff, man. I would love to like, I don't know, come on the GOAT show. This is the kind of shit we want to talk to you about. Fuck all that other shit. I just want to talk to you about art direction and creativity and all that kind of shit. But anyway, so a little bit of a plus. I felt like it was well art directed. I don't know what you guys think about that, but
yeah, I mean, that's where I feel like my buddy John Big Rock's world. This is where his Kanye shines. Like that's how everything that I've ever done with him has gone. Like when as soon as you get there, like you see the creative mind start working, and you like so again, like for example, we did a pop-up shop, and like he's designing like how the pop-up shop is gonna run, like how they're gonna see it when they come in, and like where their eyes, you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's, and so I would love to pick Kanye's brain on that.
right.
Also, one thing that I found interesting that he said was about the chain.
Okay.
Where he said they benefit from our pain, but they're mad that I'm wearing theirs.
That's that,
bro.
Bars.
It bars like yo. It's hard to argue with that, right? Because like again, I'm not saying that the Jedis run the world, but like you know what I'm trying to say. Like who's making the money? Who's making the money, right? For in the music industry, who's making the money? Who's the guy at the top profiting off of these young black guys' pain?
Right. And to be fair,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Ye said he thinks that the Jews are run by the whites. So I don't know. I don't know where he's going with all that. So, you know, I don't know. He's all over the place.
Crazy.
He's all over the place. But
that's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe something about the Romans or the Catholic Church or something. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. But he putting it out there like that. But
I think he's
part of me thinks like half of the stuff that he says is purely for attention, and half of the stuff he says is trying to sneak out some truths. But I don't think that he believes everything that he's saying. I think some of it is strategically being said. And maybe he means some of it, maybe he means none of it, maybe he means all of it, but he's saying it on purpose to get some kind of rise out of people, and he's doing this on purpose.
Right.
It's not just doing it because he hates he's some kind of supremacist, or he's actually has hate for people or any of that. He's not doing any of that. And that's why it's so interesting, because he's coming out and using things with negative connotations as a way to protest.
Right. That's what it feels. That I agree with you there, Deezy. That's what it feels like.
Because he's not saying, because it's not hate. He's just, again, he's saying, he's trying to bring attention. Like he's not wearing the swastika because he wants to hurt people.
Right.
He's wearing it to bring attention to the fact of like, this is how it's making him feel, to recognize that you're profiting off of his pain.
The other thing that he said is like,
right? It's
the other thing that he said is, guess who made me this necklace?
Yeah. I mean, do we really want to talk about who all the jewelers are?
I mean, when he first went on Alex Jones, the famous Alex Jones thing with the net in the Yahoo, it's still my favorite part of that whole interview. I love when he makes voices. Actually, like he does that again in this interview. It's super hilarious. But after that, him and Nick Fuentes, I think Gavin McInnes who I like, interviewed Ye, and he did an after, like a debrief after he did that interview, and I still think the way he described it is the best. The way he described it was that everything to Ye is art, like everything's art. So like, but in my thought is, I go a step further. I think everything to Ye is fashion in a weird way, right? So like, the shit you're wearing right now, in 4 years, if you wear this, unless it's a classic fit, but like if you're wearing like the style of the day now, you ain't wearing that style of the day in like 2-3 years. Like it's out.
You're not wearing it in 2-3 months, my bro.
That's right. If you're a high fashion stylist, whatever type of person, what's in now, I mean, you won't be caught dead wearing it in a year, at least. Right.
But I mean, to be fair, for him, it's like what's in now was your cool shit 9 months ago. So don't be surprised if in 9 months, like you see a lot of motherfuckers wearing that Black Clan hoodie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit is crazy, bro.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's kind of how he views everything in life. And I mean, and by that, I mean like everything. I mean, his relationships. Like 1 minute you're in, Carti's in 1 minute. He's the savior of hip hop. Next minute, he's trying to get North on the track. He's the fucking worst person in the world. I mean, there's another term for that.
Things come in seasons, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not in this lookbook, Carti. That was last season, bro.
Right. One moment Drake's in, next moment he's out. One moment Kendrick's, on the fucking one of my favorite Ye tracks of all time. No More Parties in New York or in LA. And the next minute he's a tool of the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but then again, okay, so
when you're buddies with Lucian, bro,
the guy's name's Lucian. I mean, think about that. It can't be a real person. I mean, really? And that's the thing. It's like, so the Diddy thing, because the moment he opens the door, he's got a Sean John fit on, like straight up. So, but I still think that Diddy did wrong if he did wrong. I mean, it seems like the evidence is pretty. At least that videotape of him smacking his chick around. But you got to face the consequences for those kind of actions. But I do understand Kanye's point. It's kind of like when you're no longer useful, you get burned. You started saying I need to get paid more by Diageo. Where my check's at, and they got videotapes on you and stuff. You're gonna get burned. And I see what he means by the parallels with that, with like say Kendrick, because that's what Drake kind of went after Kendrick about in the battle, in the beef, saying Kendrick likes to do what Elon ain't doing. Give a little smackaroo once and again. And so, hey, is Kendrick in 20 years when he starts speaking out and saying, hey, where's my bags? Are they going to start putting him? Are they going to find video of him doing something or doing some wild shit? I mean,
yes.
I'm leaving nothing off the table, bro. I'm thinking that if you've reached the level of fame that all these people have reached, then there's no way you don't have some kind of blackmail on you.
To get into the big boys club, it's a whole other game, right? Like, we have this discussion a lot where like, what is a plant? What is an industry plant? And the conclusion that I've come to is that everybody who is truly successful in this game is an industry plant at one point or another. Like you could have had really hard work up until. Yeah. But to get to that next echelon, that's a plant. You're planted there, you're picked and put there. Nobody just reaches there because they're that good. Because the people in that upper echelon are not necessarily the most talented.
Yeah, and I don't think they care about talent at all.
The people who do make it there independently, they don't last very long. They're the one-hit wonders, right? They make a song, it gets big, and then they make their money and they're gone. Like you don't really hear from them anymore because they've made something good that people actually liked in the free market.
Right, but again, I argue that's not upper echelon. That's just you make a lot of money and go. But like to get to that spot where like Bro, I'm sorry,
become
but
like
I don't
a
think Beyonce, for example, has been making great music the way like Destiny's Child and shit used to make music. I don't think they've been making music like that.
She definitely did not deserve #1 country album, bro.
right.
Like, come on.
And I'll go on a limb here. I'm going to get a lot of hate. Kendrick didn't deserve Super Bowl. I agree with Ye. It should. I mean, Ye's high, it's a little wild because he's wild shit. So I can understand not wanting Ye to do a Super Bowl, even though I think that he does. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say with Ye. He might do some wild shit, like put a Nazi fucking symbol up on the video.
I don't think
but
Ye
like,
deserved the Super Bowl either, bro. But like that's not for the same reasons. Not even because he put a Nazi symbol. I just don't think that Kanye did anything in this 2024 that said put me at the Super Bowl.
well,
You know
Super Bowl though is kind of like it's almost like a final lap for a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure, bro.
You kind of
like,
forget
Kanye's
about an
gotta
artist
do
and
that
then,
with Jay-Z, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye can't do that. He could do it alone, but for that to be a true Super Bowl performance, they've got to do the full thing. Jay's got to be there. Like, so again, I would say a final lap type thing. Kanye's not taking his final lap for another 10, 20 years, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, not if we allow him to stay. Anyways, like if everybody still pays attention to him, he's gonna stay as long as we give him attention.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Kanye's kind of more out of. I mean, he probably won't agree with that, but like, he's more out of the music than. Even though I liked some of the stuff on Bully, I thought there was some innovative stuff on there, but he's morphed out of music into being a streamer, basically. Like that's how I see it. Ye's like a Kai Cenat or a fucking a fucking, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what he's become more, and which is kind of what the world is now. And that's what I mean, like the community aspect. Like people, Kai Cenat has a big enough audience. I mean, unless YouTube starts killing or Twitch starts killing his numbers or whatever it is.
Bro,
but like,
he's out of here, bro. He's going to the moon. He's BET is bringing back 106 in Park with him and Keke Palmer.
Did he drink the blood? Did he drink the blood? Who knows? But why even get on BET? I mean, I don't know. The bag's big enough from BET. I don't
think 106 in Park is about a bag. I think it's a cultural thing. Like I think that like at least listen, for me growing up, that was a huge part of my childhood, right? Like just watch 106 in Park every day.
Right.
Watch Freestyle Fridays every Friday. Like, you know what I mean? I used to make sure to be home to watch Freestyle Friday. So like
I'm just I guess I'm at a place now where I'm like, you can build your own thing and not be required. I mean, Rogan, I think, is the clearest example of that. I mean, although he did go through the system, to be fair, but like in terms of doing the I don't know. I just feel like they even need these Illuminati motherfuckers.
He doesn't need it. This is why. Is it Illuminati? Like, what? I can't remember because I know that like BET used to be white owned, but I don't know if it still is.
I know the CEO was he was a pro-Trump black dude, so I don't know, but
there you go.
Anyway, I guess with the final thing I found fascinating about the Ye thing is that because everybody keeps saying this guy's crazy, he needs to be locked up, he's saying crazy shit, he needs to be put in an institution. And then watching the video, I found the last 10 minutes before the music video, which is also crazy, but like or wild. But that the last 10 minutes was like, no, like he does the hood thing, he says everything he needs to say and whatever he wants, and then when it's done, he just takes it all off, and he's just like a quiet dude, like getting on an airplane, setting things up. He's got some, I don't know, what I'm saying? Like he doesn't strike me as just like, oh, he's like filming at the mouth and he's like erratic or whatever. Like in that interview, it really is like him, like he's chilling, then he like puts on the costume, then he fucking goes, and then as soon as he takes it off, he's like, okay, cool, like I gotta go catch this flight, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this idea that like, that's why I always go back and forth. Is it a performance? Is it like Andy Kaufman, right? Like, is he just doing the most elaborate Andy Kaufman type of thing? Is that part of it? That it's kind of like he knows he's being wild. That's part of the show. I don't know. I find it fascinating though, regardless. Something else I find fascinating. Hitler escaped, bro. Hitler made it.
I mean, I feel
Sure,
like
gang.
I already knew this, bro. This is the thing about like it's just adding more tally to the conspiracy theorist wins, right? Like, because we said where he went, bro, and everything. Like everybody knew, like the real knew, because again, like Russia said that they had his skull or whatever, turned out to be like some chick
woman's skull.
head. Yeah,
Right,
like
right.
you know,
So,
we knew he got out of there.
Well, okay. My first question is: so this is confirmed. Javier Milei. So the story is Javier Milei, president of Argentina, has declassified documents related to Hitler's escape to Argentina. This is the story. I don't know if this is confirmed. I haven't seen any documentation, so I don't know if this is actually real. But it may be a rumor. But there was a I forget. There's one podcast that was reporting on it, saying what it was, and basically they said that Hitler got out of there through tunnels. There's some hidden tunnels. He escaped Germany, went to Argentina, lived for another 20 years in Argentina, and just died peacefully. Basically, is what the story is. Now,
And if you go down in this rabbit hole, then you start to get into some pretty interesting things, like Angela Merkel and Obama.
wait, what?
And
Well, you got to
yeah.
elaborate. You got to elaborate, Deezy. What are we talking about here? Is
there's
Angela Merkel like his daughter?
I think Angela Merkel is like Obama's aunt.
What?
And Eva Braun is actually Obama's mom. I don't know. I'm trying to remember
Whoa.
exactly what the
Yeah,
conspiracy
if you can find
was.
that, if you can find that, definitely would want to learn more about that. Anyway, I mean, again, I don't know if it's true or not. Is it confirmed? Oh, that's the this is the docs. So we got the docs. So Hitler did escape. It is. I'm gonna have to read more. No, get out of here.
According to declassified documents, Hitler fled to Argentina and died a natural death in a car crash in 1957.
Can you bring that up, Deezy?
And he had two daughters.
He had two daughters. Wow.
And he died in 1957 of a car crash.
Car crash in 1957.
Yeah. SS escaped from other countries around the world, including Antarctic underground Nazi military bases. Interesting.
Oh,
All right. I would need to. Nobody's talking about this shit except, I don't know. Okay. Oh, weird.
It won't let me zoom in. Hold on.
Ayo, bro.
All right.
Take that shit off the screen, my boy.
It's going to Rumble.
I didn't see that side thing.
Are you
trying to show this habit? I'm trying to stop this instead.
Okay.
The
Illuminati family
the
tree.
Nazi Illuminati family tree, Hitler, Obama. This is what it says. So, Eva Braun, Adolf Hitler had Anne Dunham, Angela Merkel, and
No. We got to get some more. We gotta find it.
It's a pretty crazy rabbit hole,
bro. That shit. That doesn't even look like a rabbit hole, bro. That looked like I don't know. I don't even know what's called that. That shit. That looked like
let's look a little deeper
interiors of a fucking schizophrenic's mind, bro. Like I said, Hitler had, bro. What?
Adolf Hitler was Lionel Nathan Rothschild's grandson.
Yeah, we know that.
That's true.
Yeah,
And so the conspiracy is that Obama is the grandson of Hitler.
yeah.
Hey, listen.
Crazy. That's just
I'm
like the
laughing.
baseline.
All right, guys.
Look it up. I don't know. Don't talk.
I ain't
I'm
laughing.
not saying that.
All of this shit. This is the year all the conspiracies come true. The simulation has decided to make all the conspiracies true. Okay, like that's why I think a lot of this is because we've been talking about it, and then finally the creators of the simulation have been like, "Yo, let's just give them what they want. Let's give them all the conspiracies
They've been right this whole time, anyways. Let's just show them. Because, bro, I think like at some level, this is the same thing that I was kind of saying about the Elon thing. How like the people are definitely going to revolt. I think that at some point, like your humanity beats whatever, be it a simulation, whatever, right? Like I think that like whatever it is, that's like your soul, like the totality of it beats whatever the fuck it is, bro. You know what I mean? So like I think that again, this is why I think that humans survive. Like I don't know if you know this, but like if 99.6% of humans died right now, the human race would still survive.
You know what? I think we should leave it at that, man. I like that. I like what you just said, Fresh. I think humanity wins in the end.
It does.
I say we leave it there. It does. Everybody,
you're just agreeing with the fucking billionaires, bro.
No, they want singularity and all that. They want us to upload into the board.
They want to eliminate 99.6% of humanity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No. They want to. I mean, maybe, but we would still survive regardless. And what I'm saying, but the point of my shit is that no matter what they throw at us, we're gonna make it in the end, man.
That's right, people.